Hello, my beautiful it. Thank you for joining me. My name is Elizabeth, and I will be doing your weekly guidance overview reading for this week, April 11th through the 18th, 2018. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a great week so far. You are a Gemini, and I know that when Mercury goes in retrograde, you can be really affected by it, as I am. I am a Gemini as well, so I feel you. I really do. Um, so I am excited to be doing your reading. Let's see what Spirit has in store for us this week. Um, what twin will lead the way this week? And I love being a Gemini. We just rock. And I love all the signs. All the signs have their each individual, quality that makes them, them. But, there are some people who don't like their signs. And, I've come to like my sign. I've really come to understand the qualities and the challenges that I need to face, that I need to deal with being a Gemini. And it's been an interesting ride. It's been a fun ride. So I'm, super excited to finally do a reading for you live, which, I'm getting used to this live stuff. And I have just finished doing Cancer's live reading. Wow. That was some heavy energy there. I had interruptions going on as well. So I'm so sorry, Cancer, for anyone who, watches that video. The only reason why I posted it is because it was such heavy energy that I felt that somebody is out there needing to at least gain another perspective from, somebody else, because it was so heavy, it was so confusing. And, there's maybe somebody out there that needs to hear something, in that reading that can help them along their path. So that is why I posted it. So let's get on with your reading, Gemini. We will be looking into your recent past, your present, what's going on in your present, what is helping you, what is challenging you, what are the outside influences that you need to be aware of, as well as spiritual guidance. We will be looking into your love life, and we will also be using the angel answers to answer your question for the week. And I am being guided to use a few different decks. So I have one more deck. I'm not quite sure yet of which one I will choose, because I know we can't use all of them. That'll just take too long, but I feel that, it's something that you are going to need. I was guided to use my own personal deck in this reading. So I know it's something special, or something that someone is needing to hear. So I hope you do enjoy this. I hope you do resonate with it. I know that, in the past readings, these past few weeks, Geminis have been really transforming, really shifting their energy, and really facing their truth. There has been heavy energies, but there's also been a lot of clarity, a lot of gain in these past few weeks. So I'm really excited to see what that's all about. What we have popping out here is the moon. So, things being revealed, and that's been happening a lot, where, they keep on saying, the energies keep on saying, you're going to find out, you're going to find out. You know, there's something that you are not aware of. There's something that's being hidden from you. There's something that's being kept. Or it may be, you know, you are keeping something hidden. You are avoiding something coming to the light. But this has been going on for a few now. And let's see if we get some clarity on it now, because it is in your recent past. So, you know, you may be coming into that clarity, or you may be finding out, or you may be, you know, just going ahead and facing it and releasing whatever this illusion is, whatever, you know, if it's deception, whatever is unclear. Next, we have here the Six of Swords. So you're moving away. You are, yeah, moving away, leaving behind chaos, leaving behind uncertainty, leaving behind, you know, what is no longer needed. I feel that, you know, you've learned your lesson. You've faced what you needed. You have the clear thoughts now to move forward. Some of you may be traveling. I feel like some of you may be traveling to see someone or something. There's something that you are, you know, that you will be traveling to see, or that you are needing. I feel like you know where you're going now. And for some of you, you're just headed, you know, you're just picking up and going. I feel like you've had enough. Beautiful Spirit, what are the divinely guided messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising Star, and Venus for the week of April 11th through April 18th, 2018? Thank you. We have what is helping you, the Seven of Rods, standing up for yourself, taking a stand, standing in your truth, speaking your truth, standing up for your beliefs, for your passions, for your love. What is your challenge? You have the Three of Swords. So I feel with this, you know, you are realizing this. You know, you may have to leave something behind and it has broke your heart. This, you know, deception or something that is unclear, something that has been kept, or maybe something that you have been keeping hidden has broken your heart. It has created some kind of loss, and it has created also, you know, heartache. But this is heartache that you are realizing. This is heartache that is, you know, coming to, like, with truth. You know, you understand this heartache. And since you do have here, you know, sword, which is air, which is representing you, I feel that you are coming into yourself. You understand yourself. As with the other reading with Cancer, I didn't see any of their energy in the reading. So that is how I knew that they were, you know, they were not themselves. But I do feel that you understand now, you know, you are moving towards what you want because you are standing up for yourself. But, you know, your challenge is to get over this heartache and loss. At the bottom of the deck with that card is the Queen of Swords, you know, standing up for what you believe in. it was hard to find that belief. It was hard, getting to that point and believing in yourself, for standing up in yourself, for seeing the truth. But you're a lot of understanding. You have a lot of determination with the Queen. Your understanding with your level of understanding is, more, I feel, more real, more even like compassionate to the truth, knowing why, or energy as well, where you're trying to get to. You may be working on your finances, working on financial gain. You may be creating a business or creating projects, something that is, going to help you rise in your material success, in your material surroundings. Two more cards, Spirit, please. Dear beautiful Spirit, I please ask for clarity, insight, and guidance for all Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising Star, and Venus for April 11th through April 18th, 2018. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. What you need to be aware of, you have the Hermit. I feel like when you're in this space, when you're going within yourself, when you are seeking your knowledge, when you are gaining knowledge, really pay attention. If you're not aware of this, if you haven't been meditating, if you haven't been going within, Spirit is saying this is what is going to help you. This is where you're going to find your answers. This is where you're going to find your truth, for you to enlighten your path, for you to, choose wisely, for you to get over this heartache, for you to be able to stand up for yourself in truth. I feel like you are really creating yourself, finding yourself, to create yourself, maybe to become this King of Pentacles, for your material, financial, and emotional success. It is your time. But I feel that mostly is that Spirit is saying you will find your answers when you go within. Excuse me. Whether this is meditating, quiet thought, just retreating from the outside world, retreating from, the outside influences, people who may affect you negatively, or situations that you find yourself in that pull you away from your truth. Or if you're seeking, truth from external sources, know that you will find those answers, your truth, when you go within, when you face your truth, face yourself, face your inner self, listening to your guidance, listening to your inner compass, your intuition, your, being led with your higher self. Spiritual guidance, beautiful. So we seen, the Queen. Now we see the King of Swords. So Spirit is saying you can become the best within yourself. That potential is there for clear mental thoughts, clear communication, decisiveness, taking action, not being swayed by anything that can, derail you from your truth. You're able to stand in your truth. You're able to be in your truth and speak up for your truth. You're able to accomplish because you are determined now. You have the clear, what Spirit is saying, that you have the power, you have the determination to clear your mind from this heartache. I feel like you had to go through this heartache because it has been a long time, a few weeks now that something has been hidden. You weren't seeing something clearly, something, or maybe you were hiding something, or there's just something that was unclear. There was some deception there that you were not seeing or not wanting to see. And now Spirit is saying you have the power to be your true self, to see and face it with truth, and to be victorious from it, to handle it with your head held high, I feel like, when I see this King of Swords, I feel like, doing things in a clear cut way, in a precise way. Yep. The bottom of the deck, the Emperor. Building, creating, taking control of your life. For some of you, taking back that control for your life. Building and creating, really, making sure everything in your surrounding is in order how you want it. Having the means and having the support to be able to create that life for yourself and whoever else is involved with you. We have the King of Pentacles here. I feel like you will have the means, the financial stability to be able to create your life, to be able to take back your life, or take back what you have been creating, and do it with stability. Create yourself with stability now, without lies, with fairness and honesty. Like I said, with the support of whoever is with you. Maybe it's clear now. Top, that is your overall energy, your overall theme. The bottom of the deck, the top of the deck, you have Justice. This situation will be justified, Spirit says. That's 2 major arcanas. 2 major life events. Spirit is saying you will be justified. This situation will be justified. It will go in your favor, so that way you can take back control of your life and build the stability you need for your life, as well as whatever the situation is or whatever the situation was, it will be, justified with fairness and honesty, with balance. You will see, the situation, your life, or whatever you're going through, even building your life with honesty, with balance, and trusting in that. Yeah, that's beautiful. The sword is here. Truth is here. The essence of air is here with balance. So I feel like creating your life with truth, with stability and balance. Beautiful. It's that time, Gemini. It's finally that time. You have to face it, whatever it is. Whatever it is, you will be fine. You will get over the heartbreak and loss. But it's time you stood up for yourself. It's time that you face whatever this illusion was, whatever this deception was, whatever either somebody was keeping from you or you keeping from them, or even just, keeping from yourself, you not wanting to face yourself. You're not wanting to see yourself in a different light. But that time has come now. And you will be able to. Look at these cards here. You know, you will be able to be in your full potential, with truth, with determination, taking action, you know. You're going within, you're listening to your guidance. And this will bring you to a space, I feel like, of where you can have stability in your life, where you will have the means and the support to be able to take care of yourself, as well as whoever else is with you. You know, you have to get over this deception, this illusion, this whatever that was not clear in your life. That was your recent past, and you're doing that. You're moving away. You're leaving that behind. You're leaving that chaos or, you know, that imbalance behind. You're standing up for yourself, taking a stand for what you love, for what you believe in. I feel like, you know, this is your challenge, though, getting over this heartache and loss. You may have either, in some cases, for some of you, may have lost somebody. You know, you may have to leave someone behind because of this deception, or, you know, whatever way it went. Either you were causing it or they were causing it. But your challenge is to get over this heartache. You understand what this heartache is. That's why I feel like it could go either way. Like, you knew about this unclearness, you knew about it, or, you know, you have an understanding of what this heartache and loss is. It's very painful. It hurts. You know, you are moving away from it, though. We see you moving away from that deception and standing up for yourself. Now you just have to get over this heartache and loss, because we see you, you know, moving up, taking control of your life, being more stable, more grounded, you know, following through, being committed. Spirit is saying, go within, you know, be aware, go within. You may be trying to look for the answers, you know, externally from either people or situations, but Spirit is saying, take this time to, you know, go within and clear your mind, quiet your mind, quiet that mental chatter, and you will find the answers. You will find the light, your truth. And we see that here with the spiritual guidance. This is your potential. This Spirit is saying you have the power to take back control of your life. Do it with, you know, with your head held high, with clear thoughts, with clear communication, true communication in your truth. You know, not being swayed by anything that is not your truth. You know, I just feel like you're just taking a stand now. You know where you're at. You know what you want. And that, you know, nothing that is not your truth is going to stop. You know, but you have to, in order to do that, you have to clear your mind. You have to stop that mental, you know, that heartache and loss. And that is very hard, especially with, you know, with Geminis. They are all in their head. They are, you know, they think a lot, and then, you know, they have a lot of, I guess, you know, mental thoughts, mental chatter that can become overwhelming, and that can really, you know, become something that is not true. Like, just it thinks so much that, you know, you start believing things that aren't even, you know, the case. So that's why Spirit is saying, you know, especially when they are in heartache and loss, you know, you just keep thinking about that. I feel like in ways that you could have done something better, or that you could have handled it in a different way. Or maybe, that you shouldn't even have said anything, or you should have just avoided it. Maybe you shouldn't have pushed so much to find out what this illusion was, or this, whatever was unclear. Those are the type of thoughts that can go in your mind. But Spirit is saying, and although you have an understanding, it still can happen. And that's why Spirit is saying, just go within. You'll be fine. You have the answers. You have everything that you need within you. You know your truth. You know this had to happen, or this was, I feel like for some of you, you knew this was going to happen. I wanted to turn around to you. Beautiful Spirit. Please clarify the moon card. Please clarify for Gemini. Why is the moon here for Gemini, Spirit? Thank you. Yep, but I feel that, it's clear you're decided. You know what you want. And I feel like this has been a long time coming for a lot of you. So clarifying the moon card, we have the Three of Pentacles. So I feel for some of you, this may have been a deception in, a partnership, in a relationship that you were working very hard at, or that, everyone was working very hard in. I feel that, or for some, you may not have known that you were in another, in a relationship with others, or you may have been the one who was in a relationship, that had someone else as well. But I really feel that, there was something in a partnership or a relationship, dealing with people where there was unclear, people were not aware of certain things. Beautiful Spirit, please clarify the Three of Pentacles regarding the moon card. Beautiful Spirit, please clarify the Three of Pentacles regarding the moon card. Please clarify the Three of Pentacles regarding the moon card. Thank you. The King of Swords in this deck. So for some of you, I feel like it was something that you were not wanting to face. Or you may be dealing with another air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or this may be, that I feel like, you may have known what was going on. Maybe you were the one who was causing the unclearness, not wanting to face something. Or that can be finding out the truth. It's your beautiful Spirit. Please clarify the Six of Swords. Thank you. You have the Justice card coming out again, as we've seen on in the other deck. In the top card of the other deck, the Justice coming out. So this is clarifying the Six of Swords. So you are being justified, or you are viewing, you know, this situation. You're leaving something behind, someone behind, a situation behind, maybe even old thought patterns behind, you know. And you're doing it because you now have that balance, you now have that clarity, that you know, the truth. And you want to be honest now with yourself, or with in the situation, wherever you're headed towards, you are headed with honesty, with truth, and with balance in yourself. And Spirit saying that it will be justified in your favor, or you're getting justice. For some, I do feel like, since we do have the Three of Pentacles here with your card, you know, it can be any air sign, but I feel like since we have it 2 times in this reading, that this is you. You may be in some legal, you know, you may be taking legal action, or someone may be taking legal action against you. You may be, you know, having to deal with the law. You may have had to call the law on somebody, or get, you know, advice from someone who deals with the law, or counsel. I also feel that, you know, for some, this may be a divorce. Wow, Gemini. I didn't think it was going to get that deep, but, you know, for some, it may be a divorce. It may be that you are thinking about a divorce, or getting information on a legal situation, or if it wasn't a job, you know, finding out how you can take action, you know, against whoever, you know, who was, you know, causing deception, or lying, or unclearness. But since I feel like, you know, we have you here, that it's you who is needing the justification. It could be the other way around. You know, you may, like I said, you may be the one who has caused this, and you may be the one who is now, you know, someone else is seeking this against you now. But we'll find out. Dear beautiful Spirit, please clarify the Seven of Rods. Please clarify the Seven of Rods for Gemini. Why is the Seven of Rods here for Gemini, Spirit? Thank you. Clarifying the Seven of Rods with the Page of Wands. So you're standing up for yourself because you want to. You're standing up for yourself to begin, you know. You want to begin your life with passion. You want to begin your life with, you want to fulfill your life with passion. You want to grow in abundance and prosperity, as we see here with the King of Pentacles. You want to have stability, and this is a beginning. You know, this also could be a message It can go either way, a message of opportunity or a message that, you know, that can be, something that can be a little challenging. Not likely, not, um, it's not usually like that, but for some reason I do feel in this case that, it could be a message that, can either help you or something that can begin something. But I do feel like it's the beginning of a new period for you. You're standing up for a new beginning in your life. I feel like now you can, for standing up for yourself, now you can see your dreams. Now you can see your ideas coming, how you wanted to build your life, how you wanted to begin your life. I feel like I said, this has been something that you've been dealing with for a long time. And I feel like now since you're standing up for yourself, you're in your truth, you are wanting to begin your life with passion, with love, to grow within yourself. I feel like you can now see a new beginning. That's what I feel. Yeah. I feel like you can see a new beginning now, and you are excited. It's the beginning, it's more than an idea now, but I feel like you are excited about it. Dear beautiful spirit, please clarify the Three of Swords. Please clarify the Three of Swords for Gemini. Why is the Three of Swords here for Gemini? Thank you. Clarifying the Three of Swords with the Page of Swords, another beginning, and the Ten of Cups. So I feel here with the Page of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Ten of Cups, it does have something to do with your happiness and, people around you. I feel like this is a beginning. This news, you are trying to, stand up for yourself. You're trying to take action and move toward your truth. But I feel like, you may hear some challenging, which we see here, either you're taking action in something that you're justifying, or somebody is taking action against you. And I feel like it can go either way. So I feel like you're going to have to stand up for yourself and clear the air. You're going to have to stand in your truth and really, be confident in yourself. Really stand up for yourself in a more mature way. And this is going to, either be this is in a situation where it's involving other people, and their happiness, which it could very well be. Or this is you standing up for your emotional, happiness and fulfillment to begin your life. You want to begin your life of love, of passion. You're standing up for that. You may hear some challenging news, especially here with the Three of Swords. You may have to stand up for yourself and clear the air. Clear anything that is not true about you, or that was not true in the situation. And that can lead to your emotional fulfillment with whoever is around you. Or it can be, that you're going to hear this challenging news and it's affecting everyone's happiness. Dear beautiful spirit, please clarify the King of Pentacles. Please clarify the King of Pentacles. Thank you. We have a couple cards pop out here. But clarifying the King of Pentacles is the the Page of Cups. So you're wanting to begin another beginning card, you know. You're wanting to begin a life of love. You know, you want to offer love. You want to give and receive love. I feel like this can also be, you know, especially with the Three of Pentacles, you know, for some, this can also be news of pregnancy for some of you, you know, male, you know, for the male Gemini, you know, someone can be telling you news, which we see here, you know, you may be passionate about, you know, it's something of you, from you, that you can be passionate about, as well as it can be challenging. It could be pregnancy, you know, for the person that you were with, or, you know, somebody you may have gotten, you know, someone who you were with, you may have gotten pregnant, or, you know, for the female Gemini, you may be finding out that you're pregnant. You know, that could very well be with this card. Especially if, you know, if it's dealing with family happiness. Like I said, it can go either way. It can be, you know, disruption in the family happiness and beginning, you know, family happiness again, or over, or starting, you know, family happiness, you know, beginning family happiness. So I feel here, you know, clarifying the King of Pentacles, though, you can be dealing with a Capricorn, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus Gemini. You can be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus who you may, you know, love, who you may be offering love to, or who you may be hearing the, you know, the message from. We have the Queen of Cups here. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You know, this is the Queen. We have the Page of Cups, clarifying the Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and now we have the Queen. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You know, coming out while I was clarifying the King of Pentacles, the Earth sign. So, and it's coming out with the Wheel of Fortune. So there's movement. This is, you know, destiny here. Your life can turn for the better or for worse. Like I was saying, you know, it can go either way, you know, here. It can be challenging, but it can also be something beautiful. It can also be something passionate. It can be growth. I'm going to clarify these two here in a minute. And I'll clarify them now. You do have Judgment at the bottom of the deck. So this is something that you have to really, I feel, think about, understand what's going on, and make, you know, the right choice, the right decision. You know, you may be getting a second chance, or you may have to give somebody else a second chance, or at least view it with compassion and keep yourself patient while all this is going on. Beautiful Spirit, please clarify the Wheel of Fortune regarding the Queen of Cups. Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune regarding the Queen of Cups. Thank you. For some of you, I do see here, a three-party situation. I hate to say it, but that is kind of what, that is what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling from this. With the heartbreak, with the Three of Pentacles, with, you know, a lot of beginnings here. The family card here, yeah. This can be you, Gemini, but this can also be your partnership. You having to make a decision that is going to affect everyone for a very long time. It's a heavy decision. This is a decision that you have to think very hard on, especially with that Judgment card being at the bottom. This is something that is, like I said, is going to affect you and everyone else around you. And I do feel, like I said, for some of you, this is a partnership or relationship where there are other people involved. And I feel like that is what was a secret, or the hidden, or whatever was hidden, whatever was unclear. It could be that you're hearing a message of pregnancy you're hearing a message of pregnancy, or you can be pregnant. And it could very well be, now affecting your financial security, can be affecting your financial or emotional fulfillment, and, with your family or in a family or others involved. I also feel that it being here, clarifying the King of Pentacles, that it can be from Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Dear beautiful spirit, please clarify the Hermit card. Please clarify the Hermit card. Beautiful spirit, why is the Hermit card here for Gemini? Thank you. Wow. Thank you. That's a lot of cards. Well, it's 3 cards. All right. So clarifying the Hermit card, you have here, you will get clarity, you will get insight, you will get truth. This is a challenging truth, maybe challenging communication that you will be receiving, that you will know of, okay? And once you get this truth, like I said, it's going to be clarity, and you will be able to be determined to move towards success. This is not only challenging truth, but also something that you will be successful in. So we have the Ace of Swords, truth, clarity, insight. The Ten of Swords, completion, an end to a difficult situation. I feel like, since this has been going on for so long, may have been hidden, for a while, a long time. I feel like something has been, bothering you, or, maybe you were the one betrayed, or just that this difficult situation is about to end. There will be clarity. You will be able to move on from this. And Spirit is saying, once you go within, once you, find your truth and really, retreat from any external influences, anything, especially with quieting your mind, quieting, the mental chatter, figuring out what is your truth and finding your enlightenment, you will be able to get over this difficult situation, this painful and difficult, situation that you're in, because you will have clarity by going within. You know, you may have invested in this situation for a very long, as we said, a very long time, or just, you put your energy into this. This can also be, that it may be going within and finding yourself may take a while, but you will be making progress. You will find the answers, and you will, I feel like you will, see your progression. You will come out of it, but it may take a while. You get your truth first. You've had enough. Either you're in a difficult situation, painful situation, but, it's over now. You are able to move on. And it may take a while getting back to yourself, or you may be thinking to yourself that, you put a lot of energy, a lot of time into this. But don't be sad over that, because you will, you've already built something, and you will be successful. It just takes a while. Dear beautiful spirit, please clarify the King of Swords. Please clarify the King of Swords for Gemini. Why is the King of Swords here for Gemini, spirit? Thank you. Dear beautiful spirit, please clarify the King of Swords. Thank you. You have the Five of Wands. Conflict. Spirit is saying, handle yourself. Hold on. This is clarifying the King of Swords. So handle yourself in a conflict where there is confusion, where there is, lack of order, where there is, just not seeing eye to eye, not understanding. Like I said, confusion, not getting along, some kind of conflict. As we see, we understand why for most of us. I'm starting to see that, this is other people involved, and I feel like a lot of people are going to not understand this. The spirit is saying to keep yourself in control, to go into this with a clear mind, with clear communication, speaking your truth, being in your truth, standing up for yourself, not being swayed by anybody else's reactions, anybody else's, especially if they are, I feel like people are going to be hurt. And sometimes the King of Swords, as we, all know, air signs can be a little detached emotionally. So I do feel like another part of this is just being understanding, going in there with clarity, with truth, taking action, but also understanding. Like I said, doing it in a clean-cut way. I feel like you're going to have to understand, and either if this is, if this has happened to you, or if you have done it to someone else, I feel like you are going to have to, do it with understanding, but doing it in a way that is in your truth. Seeing the truth in the situation as well as in yourself. At the bottom of the deck, with the Five of Wands, you have the Chariot. So taking, moving your life into a direction where you will be successful, but this is also a card of war where you still will be successful, but I feel like this is really gonna cause an upset. It's really gonna cause some disruption, but I feel like, you're going to get through this. With the Hierophant here, I'm really feeling like this is in a marriage or a partnership where it's, committed, stable. This can also be that something sacred. As well as, it can, truth. Confession sometimes, or seeking, again, seeking that counsel, seeking, someone who has knowledge and wisdom, someone who is respected, someone that you can trust, that has a lot of knowledge, that speaks with truth. And I feel like some of you um, may end up reconciling, There's something here that you are going to have to work hard at. Work very hard at. Maybe, it's in your truth. Maybe, you're going to have to work hard at maybe, reconciling in your commitment or whatever now that you are committed to, working hard, whatever, decisions you have made. Dear beautiful spirit, please clarify the Eight of Pentacles regarding the Hierophant. Please clarify the Eight of Pentacles regarding the Hierophant. Beautiful spirit, please clarify the Eight of Pentacles regarding the Hierophant. Thank you, spirit. Again, this is a general reading. It may not be for all of you. It may only be for one person. But this is what is coming through. If it isn't in a relationship or marriage or commitment like that, then it can be in your job. It can be somewhere. Finally, this can also be karma, this Justice card. And since you are moving away from it, maybe a karmic cycle has ended. Maybe whoever has, like, this is karma. So things that were not in your favor or have, were not in your favor now come back full circle, and, you will be justified. You will have that, that justification, or, you will, I feel like I don't want to sound like, whoever's treated you bad will now get, their karma or whatever. But I feel like just in situations that were not in your favor will now come in your favor. That can be it as well, if it's not anything to do with a relationship or commitment or job. It could just be that, you are moving away from karmic situations. You are aligning with yourself, and things that were not in your favor will now go in your favor. So that is for some of you as well. Beautiful spirit, please clarify the Eight of Pentacles regarding the Hierophant. Please clarify the Eight of Pentacles regarding the Hierophant. Thank you, spirit. Oh, okay. Yeah. How do I say this? Well, the good thing is at the bottom of the deck, your emotional fulfillments, wishes, your emotional fulfillment Your emotional happiness will be fulfilled. So that is a good thing. But we have here clarifying the Hierophant, something that is true, something that is commitment, sacred, stable, concrete, something that you have to work very hard in, something that will take, again, will be slow progress, but that you will succeed in. It may be in love with your soulmate, but then you have walking away from here. Okay. So I feel like I try to make it, it's going to be happy either way. Okay. I feel like somebody is pregnant here. Somebody will be announcing a birth. I feel like you will, and it may have to do with this Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, announcing, or you may be beginning a new life in love with them. But I feel like, with all the cards here, I feel that it is an announcement of pregnancy. And this is something that is going to bring you fulfillment, joy, love. You may have to work hard, fixing the problem, fixing anything that was, fixing the truth, fixing yourself in truth. But it will bring you emotional fulfillment, happiness, joy, love. With someone that you are connected to, someone who you trust and who is loyal. And I feel like you will leave behind, I feel like this is leaving behind your old ways, things that you may have, done before, or things that you I feel like you're going to walk away from things that how you may have done things in the past, or maybe, like I said, this may have to do with a three-party relationship, and you will be, y'all will be leaving behind the old life and, working very hard in your commitment, because there may be a pregnancy. There is love here. There is happiness, enjoyment, fulfillment in this sacred union, in this soulmate relationship, I feel like. And, this is a beautiful card. There's love here. There will be loyalty. There will be, seeing eye to eye. And I really feel like this is you walking away from things that, the old life, things that you have built, things that you have invested in, things that you have invested in, maybe with, the same person, just leaving behind things that, aren't your truth anymore. I hope that's making sense. Like I said, it may not be for everyone, the relationship thing, the relationship energy that's coming through. But I do feel that you are leaving behind something that was unclear, something that you may have done, over and over, something that you have built. And there's a lot of beginnings here. And Spirit saying, you will be justified. It will go in your favor. You are moving on. You know, you are moving on, and you will see the truth. You will have balance in your life. You know, Spirit is saying act accordingly. Be in your in your full potential. Especially when there's conflict, when when the shit hits the fan, make sure that you stay in your truth. I feel like since, the King of Swords, of course, air signs, they can be emotionally detached. So I feel that, you need to be compassionate as well. We did see that with the Judgment card. Okay, so I want to get to your love section because I feel like I said this does have to do with relationships. And I really hope that you sort that out for whoever this is connecting to. We see here that you will, it may be rough, but you will find your clarity, you will find your truth, and you will find love, You will leave behind whatever is not needed anymore. We have wedding at the bottom of the deck. Sorry, there's a glare, but I haven't shuffled yet. But that is what is at the bottom of the deck. Dear beautiful spirit, please ask for clarity, insight, and guidance for all Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising Star, and Venus for the week of April 11th through April 18th, 2018. Beautiful spirit, what are the divinely guided messages for all Gemini in the area of love, relationships, and romance? Thank you. You have here, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So I feel that this is you standing up for yourself. I feel like you need to face your truth, face what you are going through, and face it with, with dignity, with your full potential. Love yourself first. I just feel that, for some of you, this is going to help you and whoever you're with see you for who you truly are. Speaking your truth, being in your truth, because I feel like either you may have been hiding something for all this time, maybe not, feeling heartbroken or at a loss, and you have to love yourself first. You have to find yourself in order for you to love someone else. That's what I'm really getting here. In order for you to be able to love someone else the way that you want to love someone else and the way that they deserve for you to love them, or for, how, it's supposed to be in this type of, or not supposed to be, but how you love someone, you trust, it's loyal, it's sacred, in order for you to have that partnership, that relationship with someone, you have to love yourself first. You have to find your truth. You have to accept yourself. You have to understand yourself. You have to forgive what you've done or what, has happened to you. You have to face yourself. I'm really feeling like this is facing your truth and being in your truth, accepting it, understanding it, loving yourself first, finding yourself, loving yourself. So that way you can be able to align your energy and vibration to the way that you want to be loved. I'll pull another one for you. Beautiful Spirit. I ask for divinely guided message for Gemini in the area of love, romance, and relationships. Spirit, what are the divinely guided messages for Gemini for the week of April 11th through the 18th, 2018? Thank you, Spirit. Well, I am very proud of you, Gemini. I didn't know this reading was going to be so deep, but it did have to come out. And you will, find your clarity, find your truth. And that's after, that is what is hindering you. That is what is stopping you from experiencing that love that you want, experiencing that happiness in your life with the people around you. That is what's stopping you, is from not seeing, of keeping things hidden, of, things being hidden within your relationship, of not facing yourself, not facing your truth. That is what is hindering you. And we see that after you go within and you find your truth, you accept yourself. Love comes from that. And Spirit is saying, love yourself first. That is how you start. Chemistry. So there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So whoever you are with, whoever you're with, there's a very strong magnetic attraction there, as we see here. This is something sacred. This is a soulmate relationship. This is love at its highest, fulfillment, joy, happiness, contentment, your cup of love, emotions never running dry, always being fulfilled. It is blessed by Spirit. You may have to work hard. You will have to work hard. And you have to leave your old beliefs behind. Beautiful, Gemini. It's heavy. It's going to be heavy for you. There is going to be heartache and loss. There will be conflict. But once you face your truth, once you understand what all this was about, that is when you will start your life full of passion. That is when your life will really begin. Full of passion, full of love, abundance, prosperity. That's when, all your karmic blocks, everything that has been challenging you, everything that has blocking you from that love will finally be lifted. It's being justified. Because you are walking away, you're moving away from that chaotic situation. You're finally seeing the truth. You're accepting yourself. You're accepting the truth in what has happened. And Spirit is saying, since, you're aligning yourself with your truth, you will be justified. Things will go in your favor. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful ending. Not ending, but, beautiful for such a heavy situation. I'm not saying it's going to be easy at all. When you're going through it, whoever's going through it, it's not going to be easy. But as long as you keep yourself with your head held high in your truth, seeing your truth, speaking clearly, having a clear mind, you will get through it. And there is love waiting for you. We'll see what the angels have to add. I know this can take long, but you know, the energies that come through, I'm an intuitive reader, so energies are coming, you know, through all different areas, through my thoughts. I'm hearing things, my feelings. So I know that I may stop all of a sudden or take a pause. Does take long, but you know, I'm reading into people's energy. There's a lot of you, you know, there's a lot of us. I have to differentiate the energies as well as digest them and not only, you know, understand them myself, but also understand them to relay them to you. So, you know, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you sticking around through the reading because you know and I believe and trust that Spirit will get the message out to whoever needs it, to however many need it. You know, if it doesn't resonate right now, and like I said, we are reading for days ahead, week ahead, and they can also play out through the weeks ahead. So, you know, give it time. Dear beautiful Spirit, I please ask for divinely guided messages for all Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising Star, and Venus. Beautiful Spirit, what is a divinely guided answer for all Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising Star, and Venus for the week of April 11th through April 18th, 2018. Thank you, Spirit. And you may have to, you know, go through the video again and watch it a few times, even during the week, so that way, you know, you can see what is resonating and what isn't, you know. Divinely guided answer, romance. Beautiful. You will have romance, Gemini. Romance is around you. Romance is coming to you. You know, some of you may have fucked up. I'm sorry to say, you know, if this is in a relationship, which I feel for a lot of you it is. It can, like I said, be in any type of relationship because love can pertain to all areas of life. So for some of you, it's, you know, within your work situation, dealing with coworkers. And some of it, you can just be, you know, your karmic cycles are ending. Something that you have been doing over and over and over, you're finally learning from it and it's finally being lifted. So that way opportunities of romance and love can come in. But, you know, romance is coming. Spirit, the angels are saying that, you know, you will have romance. You do have romance wherever you're at in this situation, and whatever your outcome is in this situation, there's romance. At the bottom of your deck, you have remain positive. Okay, beautiful. Remain positive throughout this situation. Like I said, there will be conflict. Okay. Remember to be in your full potential with a clear mind, with clear communication, with your truth, standing in your truth, believing in your truth. I feel, you know, clearing the air of anything that is not your truth. Okay, and remain positive, they say. Be in your truth and remain positive. Handle it like a boss that you are. Okay, twins, I know this was kind of a heavy reading in the beginning. Well, not really, because we didn't really know, but as we dug in deeper, we knew that this was coming. You know, I feel like you knew that this had to come out. This hidden aspect, unclearness, deception, lies, that had to come out sooner or later. And we have been seeing this play out for most of you for the last couple of weeks. So, you will find your truth. You will have clarity. Go within, please. Spirit is saying, be aware of yourself. Find your truth. Go within. Don't look to external influences at this time. I feel like people are going to be saying a lot of different things that can really, make those mental thoughts even more worse. You know, right now, don't involve yourself in anyone. Retreat from the outside world and go within because, with all this conflict or with this conflict situation, people are going to have their different opinions. But Spirit is saying, go within, find your truth, handle yourself with your full potential in your truth, standing up for your truth. I feel like clearing the air for your truth. There's going to be something I feel like where you're going to have to, stand up for yourself and clear the air of something that is not true and remain positive. Okay, remain positive because you will have romance. Romance is around you that has chemistry, but you have to love yourself first. Okay, face your truth because there is something sacred. You have something sacred that's bringing a lot of joy, happiness, filled with love. This could be a soulmate relationship, This is something that where there is trust, where there is loyalty, where there is being balanced together, sharing, loving. Okay, Gemini, I hope that you enjoyed your reading. Like I said, I know it takes long, but I have to, read all the energies and feel what energy is coming through the most. Thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to remain positive. Go within, meditate, whatever you have to do to quiet down your mind. Be in your true self, find your true self, and you will have that clarity. You will be successful, but you have to remain positive. And I hope that you have a great week. May you receive this with lots of faith, love, and hope. And remember, just spirit it. Thank you, Gemini. Till next week. Bye-bye.